You can't want to change your life and not include all the aspects of you. So you can't want to be a better version of you, but you're not willing to face and confront that maybe you need to change your eating habits, or maybe you need to work out a little more, or maybe you need to look at your attitude problem, or maybe you need to become a better communicator, or maybe you need to learn about budgeting, or just financial literacy, or about business. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to be coachable. You can't think you know it all, and you can't be a person that just don't know how to take direction, or don't know how to, take someone's direction. You have to look at all these aspects of your life. If you're not getting the results that you want in any area of your life, it's because of something that you're not doing, or something that you are doing. And the doing is the not doing as well. It's all the same thing. Whether you're doing it or not doing it, it's coming from you. And so it's something that you need to change. You need to look at. You need to say, hey, what can I do what do I need to look at? What am I not identifying with that maybe I need to change? Because you are the driver of your ship, so you can't blame anyone else. You can. If that's the road you want to take the victim road, that's fine. But if you're really looking to change and evolve and grow, and be the best version of you, and really show up in your power and in your divinity, then you have to be willing to face whatever it is. You can't, not want to face a certain thing, no matter what it is. And some things may not be easy, and maybe you need some help. Maybe you need some assistance. Maybe you need a coach. Maybe you need somebody who can train you. I had a client who was, she has some health issues, and she mentioned that, she's changed her diet, and she want to go vegan, or she tried to go vegan, but it didn't work, or something like that, and I just mentioned to her, maybe you need to look into getting a nutritionalist, a vegan nutritionalist, who can teach you how to meal prep, what you can take, what I'm saying? What type of meals can you make? What should you eat, for the best thing for your body, for this transition, for your healing. A lot of times we just deal with things on our own. If we can't find it, or it's not right there in our face, we won't search for it. We won't do the work and do our due diligence to really find out what it is we need to find out. A lot of times people have to be in emergency to do it, And so I remember my friend, Dr. B. Serious, he was talking about, I was at one of his lectures, and he was like, man, when we get in, black people get in the emergency, if your lights went out, man, people will do whatever they gotta do to come up with that light bill money, right? But he was like, we need to always be thinking like that. Don't think an emergency, but yeah, you need to think like you would as if it was an emergency. The way you will work it out, make it work out, because everything's heightened now. It's emergency. You're calling, and you're calling on all things. You're usually you're really trying to get this thing done, and so we have to be that type of do that type of due diligence for everything, and make these things important. You know, if your health is important and you want some change, and you really want that healing, because healing is accessible to you. I don't care what your body is dealing with. You can be healed. The body already heals itself. So it's not like, any little pill or any certain thing is going to be the one thing that do it. It's really a lifestyle change. That's really what, different illnesses come up for. They're coming to the surface to teach you something, to make you aware of something that's going on within you, and usually it means that you need to do some work. You need to make some changes. You need to shift some things around, because what you've been doing is not working. This is the results of what you've been doing, and so, and some people may not want to hear that, because that's a harsh reality and you have to take accountability for that. But that's one way to look at it. But really, it's a very powerful thing to know that you created this and you can uncreate this, or you can create something else. You can create something that's more of what you desire. If you can create something you don't desire, you can definitely create something that you do desire. So it's really a form of power, to be able to take full accountability for yourself. When you give it to someone else, then there's still this unknown of, it's still the unknown there, because, you don't know how the Most High gonna work it out. But having faith, that the Most High gonna work it out. But when you put it in someone else's hands, you don't know to what extent that they're gonna be willing to help, their bandwidth, whether they're going to go the extra mile, whether they're gonna give up on you, whether they're doing what they say they're doing, But you have all that in your control. You can do everything in your power. You can change your diet. You can make decisions every day to walk towards your healing. You can change your mind. You can process those old hurts and start that process of overcoming. You can do those things, and you don't need anyone else to do it. Even if other people are involved in your hurts and your trauma, you don't need them to heal. You can, try to have conversations or whatever, but sometimes that's not even readily available to you. Sometimes these people have transitioned. Sometimes these people are not there and they don't want to talk about it, or they don't even remember, So you have to do the work, and the power is always in your hands, and you have source power to work with, which is an unlimited power source. And I need us to stay aware and in tune with that, because you are an unlimited being. You have source power on your side always. That power never leaves. But you have to do the work. You have to take the steps. You're not Pinocchio or Geppetto. Like, this is not that. This is you taking steps, you making moves, you focusing in, you aligning with the energy that you want, And so when you do that, you get to have that full experience, and be in the fullness of who you are. And that's really, what life is about. It's you having this experience, because that's what this is. You're a spirit being having a human experience. And so being fully in that experience is what life is all about. And so, really make that a thing, really make that a thing, to be present with yourself and to go all the way, man. Go all the way, tune all the way in. Focus all the way on it. Don't leave anything out. Don't sweep anything under the rug. Don't think that it can't work out, because it didn't before, or they're not going to do it. I need help, or this. Help is always available. Ask for help. Ask Source for help. Do you identify with Source? Do you identify with God within? Do you believe in that energy? What do you believe about Source, about God, about the universe, about the all-powerful energy that is life itself? What do you believe about that? And so these are the questions and the things that may even come up when you're processing these type of things in your life, you know? But yeah, so like be very present with yourself. Don't ignore any aspect of yourself, and be willing to do whatever that work calls for. All right. Peace, love, and wholeness.